you all so much for joining us this morning, especially you, Emmett and Wildstyle. We know your schedules are very busy, so we are thrilled to have you here this morning. For those of you who are familiar with Legoland Florida Resort, you've probably heard the expression, everything is awesome. Well, in spring 2019, I can tell you things are about to get awesomer. And that's when we open up the Lego Movie World. And I'm sorry, I know I have a lot of media here this morning. Awesomer isn't really the right kind of word, but it is the best word to describe the Lego Movie World. Created in partnership with Warner Brothers and based on all of the themes and characters from the Lego Movie and the Lego Movie 2, the second part, the Lego Movie World will bring all of these amazing things to life in a completely immersive experience. It'll be featuring 3 attractions. This morning we're gathered to talk about our marquee attraction, the Lego Movie Masters of Flight. I'd like to begin this morning by introducing one of our creative masterminds from Merlin Magic Making, Keith Carr. Keith?
Thanks, Brittany, and welcome everybody. On behalf of Merlin Entertainments, we are proud to announce that Legoland Florida Resort will be bringing the theater to the theme park officially in early spring of 2019 with the launch of the Lego Movie World. Our master model builders have been gracious enough to build us a replica size of what this land will look like. So I'm just going to walk you through some of our signature attractions. So as we enter in through the Lego Movie World portal, guests are going to be dropped in the middle of downtown Bricksburg, where they're going to be able to interact and see all of their favorite characters from the 2 films, Emmett, Wildstyle, etc. We see you guys. Off to our left, in typical Unikitty fashion, we have the Unikitty Disco Drop, where guests are going to spin, bounce, and drop their way to fun. Not shown on our model here is our Battle for Bricksburg, where guests are going to be armed with Craggle to fight the Duplo alien invaders. They have them immersed onto the city to cause havoc and destruction. So guests are going to be tasked with helping us defend those and save downtown Bricksburg. And as Brittany said, in our beautiful dog building here, we have our Lego Movie Masters of Flight, where guests are going to enter onto a triple-decker couch and fly through the various worlds of the Lego movie. Before I hand it over to Tim to explain more about the M-Ride and its groundbreaking technology, we have a short clip from Nick Offerman where he actually has voiced over some of the sounds for this attraction. Nick, take it away.
He be entering dangerous waters. We be battling terrible enemies, little girls. Flying on a triple-decker coach be awesome! Blam and blam and blam and blam and blam and blam and blam! May ye have smooth sailing ahead, mateys! Yeah! Ho, 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 and a bottle of juice. Yeah! One of those, and a 2, and a 3, and get up on the bus. Round the cat stand, give me that from that deck, and get off the boat. Woo! Pick up your feet.
So as you can see there, I think that's humor that definitely kids and adults will both enjoy. Now I'd like to introduce Tim Chen of Brogen Technologies Incorporated. He's here this morning to tell us about all of the amazing things that makes the Lego Movie Masters of Flight a one-of-a-kind attraction. Tim?
Hello everyone, thanks for coming to the press conference. I'm Tim, I'm the sales director for Brogen Technologies. The Lego Movie Masters of Flight it's the first installation of Brogen's newly developed M-Ride in the world. We started developing this ride system last year. The ride motion is capable of 4 degrees of freedom, and as you can see, there's a rotating platform that enables the triple-decker couch to turn 180 degrees to face the giant dome screen. So when the guests are boarding the ride, they don't know what to expect to see until they're fully turned around to a spectacular reveal of 20-meter giant dome screen. And all the ride modules are angled and face the center of the screen. This ensures all the guests in different seating position will get equally good viewing angle and an unforgettable ride experience. And the sense of flight is further enhanced with special effects such as wind, mist, and smell. This will fully immerse the guest in a sight of the experience they're seeing on the screen. So as you can imagine, when you're soaring through the middle of the battle in Pirates Cove, you're going to smell the cannon going off the air. And the last, on behalf of Brogen Technologies, I'd like to thank Merlin Entertainment for their confidence and trust in our technologies. We feel very honored and privileged to be partnered with the Legoland Florida to work on this meaningful and wonderful project. Personally, as a Lego fan myself, and my son is 8 years old and my daughter is 8 years old, not only they love playing Lego, but Legoland has always been their favorite theme park to go to. So I just can't wait to take them to the ride when it's complete and make them proud of what Daddy's doing. And I'm very confident that the Master of Flights will bring lots of joy and happiness to guests of all ages, and especially for children. Yeah, I know for sure that this will put a big smile on their face after taking the ride, and I know they will want to come back and do the ride again and again. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. And I know we're aligned in the mission of putting smiles on the faces of children, so that's great to hear. Now we'd like to go ahead and open up the floor for any questions. So if there's any questions out there, if you could just raise your hand and we'll bring you a microphone. Any questions? All right, one in the back there.
Hello, this is Mark from Parkville. I have a question about in the model you have 3 units of the M ride on this theater. Is this your targeted capacity, or this was just a representation to show to us?
Tim, I think that's a good question for you.
Yes.
Actually, there will be 6 modules. This is only a representation of the ride modules, but actually there will be 6 of them. Yes.
Just wondering how we are as far as timeline, schedule, opening, as far as construction, things like that. How are we doing?
We're still looking at early spring 2019. We haven't announced an opening date just yet, but stay tuned. If you subscribe to our blog, that's a great way to follow all of our latest updates. Any other questions?
Can you say how this theater attraction differs from other similar simulators in a single theater sort of setups that we've seen in the past?
Well, very importantly, very especially, this ride module uses a rotating platform, like I mentioned earlier. So we have many years of experience building a flying theater, and every client wishes to have some kind of reveal. So this will serve the purpose. So we designed in accordance to what we've been getting a request. So like I said earlier, when the guests board the ride, they're actually behind, and they're facing the other direction of the screen. So before they're turned around, they will not be able to see anything until the platform rotates. So it will give a really spectacular review of the giant dome screen.
Couple of questions. First of all, who's doing the production on the ride film? And second, are there plans in the works to bring this to other Legoland locations?
Currently we have Pure Imagination is doing the ride film for us. Sorry. We'll shift a little bit. Currently this is just announced and being released here in Legoland Florida Resort. So it will be the grand opening, first experience. You'll have to come here to Florida.
We have a question here in the middle.
Is there currently any plans that you're going to do any holiday overlays for this attraction in terms of a different film?
Currently, we're really excited about what we're releasing now. So I think guests are going to be fascinated by the film and the experience. So there's always opportunities for expansion and development, but we think that what we have proposed is what we're going to stick with for a while.
Were there any details about height restrictions announced for the ride?
No, not at this point.
If I could add to that, though, these will all be very family-friendly rides. The most aspirational of which I would say would be Unikity's Drop Tower. Will be a bit more thrilling, but the Lego Movie Masters of Flight will be one that the whole family can enjoy together. Any other questions? All right, well, before I close, I do want to share a little more awesome news this morning. Some of you may have heard the rumors, and others of you have emailed me, but this morning I can officially announce that we will be bringing a third accommodation to Legoland Florida Resort. It is a second hotel. It'll be connected to the Legoland Hotel, which is just 130 kid steps away from the entrance to our theme park. Most of the details are still top secret this morning, but what I can tell you is that it'll have 5 stories. It'll be 150 rooms, and like I said, it's in a great location, and it'll be designed with and brought to life with all of that creative, hands-on, immersive experiences that you have come to expect from a Legoland resort. This morning we can take one-on-one interviews from anyone. Keith, myself, and Tim will be available for those. For those of you who RSVP'd, we would welcome you to see Heather. She has a small thank you gift for you. And we would like to say thank you to all of you for being here, and we can't wait to see you all in 2019. Have a great day.